Good morning, everyone. This is meteorologist Shane Hinton. The time is 9:04 on your Wednesday morning. I hope your day's off to a great start so far. Want to dive into the updates on the tropics just because we have a lot to unpack here. I hope your morning's off to a great start, but you are currently taking a look at an area that is experiencing significantly more active weather than us here in Texas. You're taking a look at the radar loop of Hurricane Ian approaching the state of Florida that I just off the western coast of Florida. It's going to make a landfall officially a little bit later this afternoon, probably just after lunchtime. As we approach the next following hours, we're going to be keeping an eye on it closely because it is just shy of obtaining Category 5 status. It currently is a strong Category 4 hurricane with sustained winds of 155 miles per hour. Just as a reminder, the threshold for a Category 5 is 157, so it is just close to being a 5. It's moving north-northeast at 10 miles per hour. The latest cone from the National Hurricane Center does expect it to make landfall as at least a Category 4 a little bit later today, and then hold on to hurricane status as it makes its way towards the central portion of the state before eventually making its exit maybe to the eastern side and then making a pivot up toward the mid-Atlantic. This means we could see some tropical moisture make its way into Georgia, South Carolina, North Carolina as late as this weekend. Okay, so if you do have any travel plans to that portion of the country, you might want to go ahead and be on alert that you could be impacted by a few delays. I'm going to pull the graphics up full here just so you can see this in detail. This is one of the many high-resolution forecast models. You can see it kind of makes a little bit of a trip to the north as we make our way throughout the next couple of hours. When it makes landfall will be heavily dependent on whether or not it continues to track a little bit further to the south. I think the landfall will be around the Fort Myers area. It's now well south of Tampa, which is great news for the Tampa Bay area, not great news for areas closer to Fort Myers. This is around 6 o'clock this evening. As we make our way into the early nighttime hours, it then approaches the central portion of the state before eventually making it up a little further to the north. The storm surge forecast has been increased. Now it is showing up to 18 feet for some portions of the western coast of Florida, up to 18 feet. Yesterday at this time, the projections was around 8 to 12 feet for some areas. Rainfall forecast showing anywhere from 10 to 15 plus inches across the Sunshine State. I think this will mainly be a concern in regard to storm surge, but definitely with winds just shy of Category 5 status, certainly going to have to be monitoring the possible impacts closer to that eye wall. As we take a trip back here to Central Texas, you can see we are monitoring significantly calmer conditions. Area of high pressure is going to continue to give us a nice fall-like feel for your morning time hours and even into the afternoon, where we'll be trending maybe just a few degrees above average. Current temperatures anywhere from the upper 50s in areas such as Mason, Fredericksburg, and even in Bastrop, to the lower 70s in areas such as San Marcos, Giddings, Burnett, and even in Austin. Your hourly forecast shows that we will warm up quickly, so while some might want to opt for the light jacket this morning, I think most of us are pretty comfortable right now, though. You certainly will not need any kind of jacket or fall-like clothing for the afternoon as temperatures climb into the upper 80s to lower 90s. You can see the average high this time of year is 88 degrees, and I think most of us will be above that for today. In fact, I think we'll be slightly above the average throughout the rest of the week. Now, keep in mind, we are tracking another ozone action day where we have plenty of sunshine on tap for the afternoon, warm temperatures and calm winds, so we could see some elevated levels of ozone air pollution near the surface. If you do have any chronic lung conditions, we encourage you to limit your time outdoors. Pretty tempting to go outside, though. Temperatures are nice, plenty of sunshine, and the allergy count for the most part is low, so I understand why people want to spend time outside. Ragweed, however, is the highest that I've seen it so far this week, so just be mindful of that. If you do need to utilize that allergy medication for ragweed, you'll certainly want to do it for today. Your 7-day forecast doesn't really have a lot of changes for you. Plenty of sunshine, no rain chances, temperatures in the upper 80s to lower 90s each and every day, and mild, crisp mornings. Okay, now some areas could fall into the upper 40s tonight into tomorrow morning, but in Austin, we're going to be upper 50s to lower 60s in that ballpark throughout the extended 7-day forecast. Okay, I hope all of you have an absolutely wonderful day. We'll have meteorologist Jordan Darensburg in the Weather Center for KVUE Midday at 11 a.m. He'll have all the latest on Hurricane Ian and its impending really landfall in the state of Florida, and a localized look at your Central Texas forecast at that time. Until then, I hope you have a wonderful day. Stay safe, stay smart. Most importantly, please stay kind, and we'll see you all again very soon.